Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora.
Morning.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes, sir. Tis
See,
the
I got a
season.
little Christmas out of me, right?
A little
Ho,
bit.
ho,
A little bit.
ho.
That was it. Yeah. Okay.
That's as far
Screw this. That's it. Okay.
That's
Show's
as far as
over.
you go.
That was it.
Yeah.
We're done. That's a
You got
wrap.
more out of my
That's a
than you
wrap.
did, so.
Yep.
Finish the year out just right. Ho, 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 no mo.
No more.
This is the last show of the year,
It is.
I think.
This is not the last show of the year.
Yes, it is.
Monday.
Well, the last This Week in Real Estate show.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. Well, that's true.
Always doubts me.
That's the way he is.
Then-
He's making sure things are done right. That's why he's in the big chair.
Okay.
That's right.
That's
Remember
why
that.
he's in the big chair,
Uh-huh.
making sure that everything is done properly.
Mm-hmm.
A little confused from time to time, but make sure that everything is done.
Anything else?
It's an interesting time to be
Scooter.
Scooter. That's
Go
right.
ahead.
He's a busy guy. He's a big. Well, and he's grandpa. This is a big Christmas for him, brother.
No, this one's
This is a
happening.
big.
This is-
Well, no. The child doesn't understand.
No.
Next year will be a bigger one,
It'll
but
be
it's a
bigger.
big year for them because it's a first. It'll be big for your daughter and your wife, obviously. Son-in-law's going. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
I don't. I don't know the kid, actually, but
He probably lines right up with my thought on that.
No.
Next year.
Well, next year will be big next
I already
year. Yes,
told
it
him
will.
the progress of this. No, next year's not too big. This year, baby will roll around, everybody went on. That'll be the way it is. Next year, baby's going to see some packages, going to try to get into them.
The lights
a
and
little
stuff.
bit bigger, be fascinated by lights. When the baby turns 3, now the baby's thinking, okay, Christmas.
What's in it for me?
What's in this box? And all that baby cares about is ripping that paper off the box. Don't
True.
give a rip what's
That's true.
inside of it.
That-
Year 4, there better be something in that box.
yeah, did I ask for it?
Oh, no, they won't ask yet.
Oh, yeah.
They don't start
By
asking.
4?
till
Yeah,
age
they
5.
do now.
No, age 5. That's when they start asking.
The little children's aren't the little children's anymore.
Hey, I'm a trained professional. I have 9 of them.
That's true. That's true.
So, lots of changes going on in the real estate world. I know it's been fairly busy.
It has been busy. There's been a nice uptick. We've had a nice uptick this past month there in December.
You know, for 2 or 3 months before the election, you heard, well, I think I'm going to wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of that.
Better not do anything yet. We don't know what's going to happen. Election's over. Things are moving a little
Yeah,
bit.
because when you look, there was a thing from NAR that I was reading, and they were talking about the year-to-date sales for month-to-month from year-to-year. For November, we're up like 6%. There's a certain reality that interest rates are going to be where they are for a while. They're not going to come down. And if you're going to be in the housing market, you need to get involved in the housing market. There's good inventory out there. There's a lot of houses out there. We're well over 300. And to be able to have that many houses out there for people to go look at, they're expensive. But if you want to be a homeowner, that's literally the price you're going to have to pay. I don't see the rates coming down. If they do come down, people say, well, we'll wait till they come down, back to the fours. That happens. There's something else that's gone desperately wrong with the economy. Mm-hmm. And, we kind of forget that. All the interest rates are cause and effect. And when they dropped the rates, the prime rate, whatever they call it now, but the prime rate dropped a quarter point this week, which doesn't really affect the mortgage rates, but what it did do is it told the 10-year bond people that maybe the economy isn't as good a shape as they've been saying. So that pushed that up a little bit, and actually the mortgage rates went up a little bit. So it's things that don't seem to be associated or connected are. But people are still looking. People are still, moving on. I think we'll see a little push after the first of the year. Get through the holidays. And I think we'll see another push again. People trying to get out of there, wherever there is just to get the election behind us. I think we were talking about Christmas and how Christmas kind of exploded early this year. After the election, all of a sudden, Christmas lights popped up. Mm-hmm. We just kind of blew over Thanksgiving, although that was the day that we actually should have been celebrating the way the election went. And but people were looking to celebrate, and I think that that's going to continue to go for a little while, as we get into January.
With the market the way it is, and we talk, and I always question about first-time homeowners, and, what's the outlook for them? Is there any hope, any talk about coming up with programs to help them get in homes?
Not that I've seen, Bob. There's talk about things like this. I mean, these guys in Washington that are getting ready to crash the economy again over their arguments and inter-party squabbles, for them to get to the point, to get through everything else, to get to the point of, oh yeah, first-time home buyers, and do something for them. Your FHA programs, RD programs, and we have a lot of RD programs here, and a lot of, so that can help a lot. That can help a lot. VA programs that can help you with the down payments, and that's really what's killing these kids. They're paying so much in rent that they can't save enough money for a down payment. So you go with the program that doesn't have a down payment, the RD loans, things like that. That's the best way to go. Talk to your lender. See what's best for you. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's work situation is different. How long they've worked there. How do they get paid? Are they 1099 employees? Are they, they getting a W-2? Are they, all of these things, student debt, medical debt, things like that all affect the first-time home buyers. And generally when you're that age, you've done riskier things, because you're not thinking long term. And now, now you're getting married, and you go, we're going to have a baby, and we better come up with something instead of living, in this 1-2 bedroom apartment. Talk to your bank, local mortgage brokers, and sit down with them and see what you can do. That should be your New Year's resolution. We're going to buy a house this year. We're going to better ourselves. That's the thing you want to do. Sit down with a banker in January, so that maybe by come June or July, if you have issues on your credit, things that need to get done, things that need to be fixed, you can get those straightened out, get going in the right direction. Let somebody who does this for a living tell you what to do, because you may think that, well, I'll pay off this phone bill and I'll be okay. That'll raise my score. And that may be the last thing you want to do. It may be you need to pay part of that phone bill off when you need to pay more of this off. That's what sets off the credit scores. So you want to go to somebody, go to Chris and Sari. I can't recommend them enough. They do a great job for us, and they always have. But when you come out of there with the golden ticket, especially in the Christmas season, spirit of Christmas season, and you come out of there with the golden ticket. You know what you can do. Your realtor knows that you can do that. That's the other part of it. Because people that are selling their homes, they want to make sure that you can actually buy their homes. They want to see not just a letter from Rocket or...
You don't hear much about them right now.
No, they got some other issues going on. So I use them as an example because people know who they are, or Intuit or whatever,
Right.
Any of these internet banks. You want to stay away from them, because that letter is absolutely worthless when it comes to actual being able to perform. Because I've seen them walk out just, like 3 days before closing. Oh, we're not going to take this one. What? Yeah, we're not going to do it. And try to get hold of somebody. So local banks.
You're wanting to get out of an apartment, you want to get into your home, so you're trying to get out of your comfort zone to get into your new comfort zone.
Yes.
If you
More comfortable.
If you have a little bit of debt, get a handle on your debt.
Yeah.
If that means get out of your comfort zone, does that mean go get a side hustle? Do something a little bit extra so you can pay off some of that. Debt to income ratio is a big thing when it comes to figuring out
Sure.
credit score. Get rid of some of that debt. Get used to making a payment that's going to be equivalent to your home payment. And it may mean that you and your new wife that you've only been married 6 or 8 months to, and now you've got the dream of buying a new home or your first time home, go get a side hustle. Do something different.
And
Put that
you don't
money
need
back.
the new iPhone. It didn't change that much from the last one.
No.
Those are the kinds of things that these kids don't really think about. Oh, I got to get this phone. I got to
have a new car.
I got to have a new this and new that. And you got to look bigger picture. You got to play more long ball than bunts and running like that. You got to
Just
look at
because
the
you
longer
can make
picture.
the payment doesn't mean you
Right.
need the payment.
Right. So that's the money that you need to be putting aside. Saying, okay, well, I'll keep. I don't have an iPhone. But I'm a couple years behind on my Samsung, just because how much did it really change? You know, I read the reviews, and it's got it's got a different processor. Does that really matter?
What does that mean?
Does
to
that
me?
change? Yeah. Does that change me watching something on
Does it
YouTube
ring?
or looking? Yeah. Does it go ring or does it send? Do I get my text? Can I send an email? That's all that counts on there.
Yeah. Can I answer it? That's
Yeah.
all.
But that's what it is. It's good marketing on their point. I mean, I got to give them that.
Yeah.
Good marketing.
Just plan ahead a little bit.
Yes, and because you got to look. I mean, it's a big deal to buy a house. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to be a homeowner, and you know that when you look at people that own homes and their success rate in life is much higher than somebody who's in a rental. I'm not saying people in rentals are, can't do it, but I'm just saying that when you look at the numbers, it's much higher. With people, families starting off, and who, when they buy their first home and get that sense of pride of ownership and move forward from that, that's really, really big.
Get her done.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at your numbers.
This week in real estate. Come on. Why do you do that to me? This week in real estate, there were 38 new listings come on the market, 2 commercial properties, 4 parcels of land, 32 homes came on the market. They ranged from $17,000 to $2.7 million. There were 28 sales, 13 parcels of land, 15 homes sold. They ranged in price from $90,000 to $548,000. Average sale price this week was $267,000. The average listed price when those came on was $285,000, so you can see there's a little more negotiating going on. And it was 161 days on market this week, so a couple of these homes had been sitting around for quite a while. 7 properties expired. There were 18 residential price changes. Currently, we have 386 homes listed on the MLS that you can walk in and buy. So the inventory is out there. The inventory is building up. Year to date for 2024, it's 1,100 homes on the button. Average sale price this year is $243,000 with 92 days on market. Last year, there had been 1,052 homes that sold with an average sale price of $228,000 with 85 days on market. The market's still moving, obviously, and numbers are there to show it. The inventory's out there. People that are looking, people that can. There's a lot of higher price homes out there that are on the market, but we've seen more lower price. We're going to be listing a couple places in Cotter over the next few weeks that are going to be. They could be first-time home buyers. And we're seeing more of those come on, but it's just a matter of the kids, planning a little bit, having the money, having the resources, and get involved in a loan program that you can go forward with. Like I say, the RD loans are great. You're not putting, I think it's like 5% down as opposed to 20 on some of the other mortgages. And the rates are down a little bit on those more so than a conventional 30-year mortgage. So that's good too. But there's opportunities out there, and we can help you with that. We can point you in the right direction. So give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. Cameras are on there. There's a bunch of other things that are on there. But give her a call. That's probably the best place to start. 870-405-0793. And the Z Team wishes you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you next year.
By golly, there we go. This week,
That's a wrap. That's a wrap, huh?
this week in
wrapped
real
that up
estate
for
with
you.
Mr.
Cool.
Bob Zadora.
That worked out pretty well.
870-405-0793 is our number. Retiredarkansas.net is our website. We better go.
Be right back.